They say we lived in Adam and Eve times until people ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil or whatever. But the thing is, when people talk about good and evil, what they're really saying is, I believe that God thinks this is evil, and I believe God thinks this is good. You know what I mean? And very few, everybody tries to know God, but very few people truly know God. You know what I mean? Especially from another person's perspective. And you look at another person and you say, that person's evil, or what they're doing is evil. You're speaking for God, basically. You're saying, I know that God would say that that's evil, or I know that God would say that's good. And that would be good if if the person actually knew God, you know what I mean? But the thing is, people don't really know God, and people's concept of who God is changes over time. And that's how you can notice throughout history, the concept of good and evil always fluctuates because people's concept of God fluctuates. And now the thing with eating from the fruit of knowledge, good and evil or whatever, it's a thought in someone's mind, a thought of God and how they judge people. Oh, God would judge this person this way, and God would judge this person that way. You know what I mean? Good and evil. And when you put that on someone, you're actually speaking for God. And the thing with like Adam and Eve times ending, if you're speaking for God, that sounds like something you shouldn't do. You know what I mean? And that doesn't sound like a path to God, if you know what I mean? So anyways, to get back to Adam and Eve times, just realize that good and evil, who are you to judge the destiny that God's using to grow everybody's souls, you know what I mean? Maybe they're stumbling, but God knows they're going to go back to the right path before they die, you know what I mean? The people you call evil, before they die, they could be on the right path. Or maybe what you say is evil is actually good because you're speaking for God. And who are you? Who am I? Who's anybody to speak for God? Anyways, that's it. Good and evil don't really exist. They're creations just like cars and bullets, created by people, not by God. So just keep that in mind.